Hey everyone, we're up at the port this week with our teens camp and we've took 5 minutes out to do this week's Spark. I don't know if this week has turned out the way that you thought it would. This week has definitely not gone the way that I was expecting it to go. Two of my best friends received bad news this week, one with the news of her mum's death and one with bad report from the hospital. Johnny and myself were also affected by bad news ourselves this week. And sometimes when bad news comes one after another, it can hit you like a storm, it can hit you like a tidal wave, and you don't know which way to turn, you don't know what way is up. And to be honest, the devil had a field day with me this week on one or two of the days. He struck me with fear, he struck me with panic. I didn't know who to turn to, and I didn't know where to go for help. But I thank God that he's in the middle of the storm. I thank God that no matter what we face, he's right there beside us. On one of the days that the devil was having a field day with me, I read a wee black book. And in that book, it said this quote, and this quote has got me through this week constantly. It says, "Mountains still stand as strong in the dark as they do in the daytime." Mountains still stand as strong in the dark as they do in the daytime. The writer meant that God's truths and God's promises still stood as firm when things are going tough as it does when things are going good for you. I don't know what storm you might be in today. I don't know what you might be facing this week. But God's truth still stands. God's truth that he is always with us. God's truth that he will never forsake us. God's truth that he catches every tear of ours in a bottle. God's truth that he cares for us and that he will help us to stand through the storm. Each of those truths stand as strong today as they did when the good times were rolling. So don't fear, don't panic. Don't let the devil come in on you with his lies that God doesn't know what he's talking about or that God doesn't care for you. God's truths still stand today like they did back then. If you're going through a storm today, know that we're praying for you, and I can offer you God's comfort and God's love at this time. Go to God, pick up your Bible and read the promises that he has given you. He cares for you and he's with you through every step that you're taking. We'll see you next week with the new Spark. Thanks for listening.